President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan is still under debate, but the freeze, that's coming to an end soon. So financial professional Mark Triplett from Triplett-Westendorf Financial Group joins us. We don't want to talk about this today, but we need to. So what do we prepare for, getting ready to pay off what we owe again?
Yeah, so I feel like the bearer of bad news. I mean, the student loan freezes are going to come to an end. And as far as the student loan forgiveness program, that's kind of been halted at this point. There are several pending lawsuits. We're waiting for the Supreme Court to kind of come down with a final decision on the matter. President Biden recently vetoed a bill that would have halted the program altogether. So the administration seems still committed to this. But the reality is we're going to have student loan, the freeze anyway, is going to come to an end sometime before August 30th or by August 30th. Either the Supreme Court's going to make a decision and then we're going to get back to paying those off, or 60 days after June 30th. Either one, whichever comes first, it's going to happen.
Yeah, and then what should borrowers do getting ready for those payments? I mean, it's been years now that a lot of people have needed this time to get through some very difficult economic climates.
Gosh, I sound like a parrot every time I come on here, but it's going to come down to preparing your budget, making sure that your spending plan is reallocating a part of that monthly spend towards paying those loans that have kind of maybe fallen by the wayside for the last couple of years. Look to cut spending in places that maybe you have subscriptions you're not using, or maybe cut back on some shopping that you've become accustomed to. Small changes can add up to a significant amount, and adjusting your budget proactively now will make that transition a little bit easier. Also, create a strategy. Use a loan calculator to get a realistic idea of what do you actually owe still and how long is that going to take to pay off. And then look at some repayment plans that are maybe available to you. You can visit studentaid.gov and maybe find some resources there. And last, I'd say use autopay. You don't want to miss payments, and if you set up on autopay, you actually might get a reduced interest rate as well.
I think a lot of people have kind of reconsidered if they're going to take out student loans, if it was worth it, when we've really had an honest conversation throughout our country of the stance on paying loans back and the interest that accrues. Carrying a lot of debt can really affect your financial situation a lot. Are we rethinking this, taking student loans, thinking of alternative options?
I think so. The cost of college has just really skyrocketed. I mean, it's hard to say. 20 years ago is when I went to college, right? and so from then till now, the cost has more than doubled. And there are many careers that are high-earning careers where you don't need a four-year degree. I mean, perhaps an associate degree or a technical degree can get you there without the massive student debt. And if you are committed to going to a four-year school, that's the career path that you want, that you're choosing. Maybe start by going to a community college for a couple of years to get some of those credits out of the way at a lower cost and then transition. But I think it really comes down to evaluating what is the return on the investment of the education that you're going to be getting, and what is the potential earning income or income potential rather of that career path that you're on, and evaluate that against the amount of student loan debt you're going to be taking on. It may be worth it. You might find out it's not.
Oh, that's a rough reality if that's your case. Where can people find you for more financial advising?
I suggest they visit our website at triplett-westendorf.com. We've got some great resources out there to help them out.
Thank you so much for joining us today.